Welcome back. Charlie O'Hara back in the studio this morning. Our legal counsel would love to take your phone call if you have a question. 436-1212. Charlie, good to have you back.
Good to be here.
Missed you last week, but it was great to meet your daughter. She's wonderful.
Well, thank you.
We do have a few phone calls already on the line. Folks eager to talk to you once again, so we'll go ahead and get right to those.
Okay, sounds good.
Good morning. What's your question for Charlie?
My question is, I am currently leasing an apartment, and my landlord is sending letters that's stating that we need to sign our lease agreement 2 months before time. If we do it a couple of days, at the end of July, it's going to go up $40. If we do it in the middle of July, it's going to go up $20, and our lease does not have to be signed until September.
Huh.
Well, a lease, as I've said before, is a contract. And what that means, it's an agreement between you and the landlord. So when that lease is up, the landlord can do what they want. They can raise your rent if they want to. They can not rent it to you if they think you're a bad leasee. They can do all sorts of things. So the fact that your landlord is doing this is an indication that they want you to sign the lease. You don't have to do that. And obviously, if no one takes the unit that you have after the time is up, I would assume the landlord would lease it to you anyway. It's probably a way for the landlord to get stability in the unit that you have. It makes sense, but it's just a contractual thing, so you can negotiate however you want. The landlord can negotiate that way. You can say, no, I'm not signing it till the lease is up. It's just all up to you, but you run risk in that. They can rent it to somebody else while that time goes up. So it's just a matter of how you want to handle it.
Okay. Thank you, Charlie. We're going to go ahead and head back to the phones. We have some other callers on the line. Good morning. What's your question for Charlie today?
My question is, I was dumpster diving, and a vehicle drove by. It looked like an unmarked police vehicle, and they flashed their badge at me and drove past. Is it against the law to do that? And if so, why didn't they stop and say something?
Well, I don't know what a police officer flashing their badge means. I have no idea. That's of no legal significance, quite frankly. I don't know of anything that keeps you from getting in dumpsters. There may be some regulation. I don't know. I would know that, if you're on private property and you're not supposed to be there and the trash isn't out for the public to see, you can't go in people's backyards and take their trash out until they put their trash in front for it to be picked up by the trash service. So I would assume if you were doing something illegal, the policeman would have stopped and given you a ticket. So since he didn't, he probably just wanted you to know that he knew he was you to know that he knew you were there and he was watching you.
And I'm sure if you were to find some kind of, personal or private information and use that, that would then be illegal. Well,
that becomes another thing. If you use someone's identification, that's identity theft. But the thing is, you can't go on private property where people have their private stuff and take their stuff. If they've got their trash out for the public for the trash service to pick up, then you can look at it. But if it's on their private property, you can't go on there.
And either way, I guess even if you are in the public, it looks kind of shady, I guess, if you will, even if it's on public property if you're digging through the garbage.
It's a different thing to do.
Okay.
I guess that's what I would say.
Thank you, Charlie. And thank you for calling in. We appreciate it. And we always appreciate you coming in, Charlie, too. And we'll give us a call next Wednesday if you didn't get on the line today. We'll be back in a moment with more eyewitness news. Justin Bieber discovering a star, the newest internet sensation, coming up when we return.
Expect more from KSCW. This is Eyewitness News This Morning in high definition. Online at kwch.com.